now. What time is it? Oh my gosh, I gotta get these videos. Okay, wait a minute. Get the videos made. Hey, we're just about done with the English for this day. So let me get up. All right. Woo! I think my air compressor needs to get compressed back up so everything will go back up. Here we go. Should be going back up in just a minute. Is it still on? Yep, it's still on. Pretty soon my head will be back up in a second. Okay, that's what I get for taking a nap. All right, now remember, we just talked about doing the draft and doing the revise and proofreading it. And then lesson 98 is your publishing. Don't forget, I talked to you about this on the last one, on your publishing. You need to make sure that you write very, very neatly and make spaces between the words so that way it can be read, okay? So remember, that's part of your grade is how neat it looks. Doesn't be perfect, but we have to be able to read it. Okay, now we will go ahead and get started with our lesson. Here we go, then we are on chapter 10, review. And remember, this is a quiz right here. This is a quiz, so you need to take your time to get this right. Okay, now, let's look. It says, you have on your paper that you have, it looks like this. And so we're on the first page, which is 181. And on 181, it has the same letter up here as it is in the book. So let's look at this. It says, at first it says too, we're proofreading the letter to use to put commas. Add 4 commas. Remember, there are missing commas in here. Think about where we talked about where the commas need to go. Where are some of the places the comma need to go? Yeah, that's one of them. Where's another place that the comma needs to go? Yep, that's 2. Well, where's the other one? Where does another comma need to go? You're right, that is it. Now where does the last comma need to go? Yep, you're right. So you should do very well on this section. And if you forgot, go look on the last lesson and then look at your paper from the last lesson. And, back after you've been doing all the drafts and everything, and look at it and see what it is you need to remember if you can't remember where the commas go. So now let's look. Okay, now you have, so you're going to look at this, 44 Allen Road, Waltham, Massachusetts, 202452, August 4, 2004. Dear Aunt Anne, you really surprised me with the package of stamps you sent to me. They are the prettiest ones in my album. Thank you for remembering how much I like stamps. My collection is growing fast. Love, Joel. Remember, there are 4 commas in there that you need to write in. So make sure you write those in so we can see it when you snap the picture. Don't make it too light so we can't see it. Now, we're going to go to the part right below that when you're finished. And it says, use the letters to answer these questions. I wrote the questions out, but I'm going to read them here too. Who wrote this letter? This letter right here, who wrote it? You need to think about who wrote it. Is it Joel or Aunt Anne? If you don't remember, go back and look on some of your other lessons. Now, number 2, whose address is in the heading? Remember where the heading is. Whose address is that? Now, let's look. Which part says hello to the person getting the letter? Is it the greeting or is it Joel's signature? Which one is greeting? Say, hey there. Which one is it saying that? You can actually look and see where it tells you. Now, on your paper it has it too. Number 4, which part of the letter says goodbye? Is it the closing or the body? Should be pretty easy which one says goodbye. But you can look because it's written down where everything is. And it's on your paper too. So you shouldn't get any of these questions wrong because the blue, and also the blue on your paper shows where they are. So as long as you don't go too fast, you should be able to get it. Now, let's go to the next one. 5, which part of the letter includes the date? That should be super easy. Where's the date at? And then look at the blue that's beside it, what the word is, and you'll know. Because it says greeting or heading. Number 6, which part of the letter is the message from the writer? Is it the heading or the body? Okay, that should be easy again. All you have to do is look. Now, let's turn to the other page. You just have to flip it to 182. And you can see I have the exact same address written on the envelope on the board as you do on your paper. Now, there's some questions asking you about this address. Now, it says, what is missing from the return address? Is it the date, or is it a comma between the cities and the states? You might want to look at that, the return address. Which one is the return address? Remember, we talked about it. Okay, and if you don't remember, you can go back. So, then number 8, how many addresses are written on the envelope? You can look at it and see how many. You're right. Okay, who is sending this letter? Jonathan or Sue Lee? Who is sending it? Who wants to get it to the person they're mailing it to? Look up there and see. Now, look at 10. 10, what does the mail address tell? Does the mail address tell who is sending the letter or who is receiving the letter? Now, it might have both, but what does it absolutely mean? Number 11, what part of an address helps the Postal Service handle mail quickly and accurately? Is it the zip code or the comma between the city and the state? Both are important, but there's one that really helps it get to where it needs to go. Now, let's look at 12, 13, and 14. Read the letter that you have over here, or the letter that's actually you're reading the letter that's right here below under D. Sorry about that. And fill in the circle next to each line that has a mistake. So you're going to look in this one. For example, I'm going to do the first one with you, and then you will have to do the others yourself. You're looking for a mistake. You have 44 Pine Street, Pontiac, Minnesota, 48342, or January 16th, 2004. I already know what it is. Do you know what it is? There's nothing wrong with the address because as the number and the Pine Street are both capitalized. So that one's okay. The bottom one, January, is correct because it starts with a capital, it's spelled correctly, and after 16th, which is the date, there's a comma before the year. So the one that is incorrect is the one in the middle. The reason why is even though Pontiac, then the city starts with a capital, and Michigan has the capital M and the capital I, and it does have the correct zip code, 48342, they forgot the what? You're right, they forgot the comma in between the city and the state. So this should have been right here, and they didn't have that, so it's not correct. And you're going to do the same thing here. You will look at all of these 3, or these 4 on this one, see which one has something wrong. Actually, it's pretty simple. Then you're going to look down here at these 2 down here and see what is wrong. It's pretty simple. I know you'll do a super job, and I can't wait to see you when we're doing math. Love you guys so much, and I really wish you were here, and we didn't have to be so far apart, but we'll see each other soon. I love you. Bye-bye.